Good morning and welcome to another video. This time coming to you from the beach house that we have here and the fish cleaning station that I would sure love to use. Got the Dexter fillet knife ready to go, brand new. These are amazing. This is the 8-inch Dexter fillet knife that is literally like 15 bucks on Amazon. It is all you need for whiting and pompano. But first you got to catch a whiting and pompano. Man, I guess it's better near Pensacola, but on the other end of the Florida Panhandle, it's been slow. So we need these whiting to come in and or the water temperature to warm up. But couple whiting being caught where I'm at, no pompano yet. Certainly, obviously too early for Spanish mackerel here in early February. Occasional bull red, but that's not happening. So it's been tough, but the shark bite's been good. So not sure if I'm gonna kayak out shark bait today. What I would like to show you guys is a catch, clean, and cook with whiting. So that's the goal, is get back out there with the pompano rig and catch whiting, but the fish for what's biting. So the bonnethead sharks are biting, and that's fun. But would love to use this right here, the fish cleaning station at the house. So that's what I'm hoping for today. We're gonna get some pompano rigs out there. I'll probably throw a chunk of fish as well. And just in case there's a guy cruising closer, just not sure if I'm gonna get the kayak out. The surf and waves were a little higher today, and I don't go out if it's rough, and I don't have a drone or a bait cannon or a RC boat. So if I'm not kayaking the bait out, I can only cast. And we'll see what happens today. Hopefully we get some whiting, and that'd be a lot of fun. So most anglers doing this would love to see birds and maybe even throw near some birds. But they don't want to see dolphins, and all I've seen, especially shark fishing, but all I've seen on this trip are dolphins, a truckload of dolphins cruising, not feeding, but cruising, and there's no birds. I mean, there are just no birds out here, none. No birds dive bombing fish, no birds to throw near, so that is not good. I gotta get these whiting to cruise through, and sometimes they are like right here, but they're not here yet, and they haven't turned on yet if they are here. So I don't know, I can't decide. I'm so tempted. These waves are nothing right now. It's actually gotten calmer today as the day's gone on, so I could easily get the kayak out with these waves, no problem at all, to drop bait. But I haven't decided. If I don't get out today on this video, then I'm gonna probably get out tomorrow and probably drop 2 baits. So I'm gonna double up tomorrow and maybe drop 2 baits and go back after those 4 to 6 foot sharks. We shall see. Would love to get some birds going. Might throw some lures since the pompano rig bite is slow with shrimp. So we'll see. Outline my gear today. Very simple, inexpensive spinning gear with 15-pound mono. Pompano rig with shrimp and fish bites, like we said. Even more simple and small spinning gear with 12-pound mono, and the casting pole for shark, Penn 6000 reel with a Battle 3 rod with 80-pound braid. Technically you're supposed to use 80 pound at minimum targeting shark, I believe is what the law is, and that's overkill, but the line doesn't scare them. I use fluorocarbon a lot on those poles, but the line doesn't scare them in the ocean, so you might as well go pretty sturdy line to, bring in what you can possibly catch doing this. I mean, what I'm after on this pole, casting a chunk of bonita, would be your bonnet heads or black tips, possibly a tiny sandy sandbar shark could cruise through, possibly a bull red, and then we need them to show up. They're just not in this part of Florida yet, but our goal on these 2 rods is obviously whiting, pompano, maybe a lucky flounder, maybe a lucky bull red or slot red, and then obviously the bonnethead shark has been the only consistent bite in this area from talking to everyone. So the bonnethead shark have been biting the pompano rig with shrimp, ironically, which I haven't had that happen in prior years, but that's been what's biting so far. Okay guys, so while the bite is slow, we're gonna show you a little bit of raking for sand fleas. Got this one off Amazon. It's a cheapie. It does have these teeth. These teeth are really nice for digging in the sand, especially if you're on the East Coast and not this white Florida sand. So these teeth are going to be nice, especially if you're outside of Florida where it's tougher sand on the East Coast. Straight handle, that's what makes this kind of a cheap one. The curve handles are better if you're taller and a little bit less bending over on your back. So, but the teeth are nice on this one. So, I don't know, early February, I mean, we may not get any. I know some of you guys get more of these at night, so I might come out at night too and see what happens. But definitely, you know, just nothing's biting shrimp right now. So, would love to throw a sand flea. And you can buy sand fleas, but this is certainly cheaper and more fun. So, we'll see if we can get some here. Let this wave go past, dig in and scoop up. Kind of use the water to shake it out, and as you can see, just shells in that one. Okay, let's go over here a little bit. I'm trying to get down there pretty good. Use the water to shake it out, and just more shells. Okay, if you guys have a better technique, comment below. Probably you're gonna say do this at night is my guess. I'll try a slightly different spot. Right there. Okay, use the water to shake it out, because if I got anything I want, it'll stay in there. And nothing. My kids call those guys diggy clams. All those little guys are little lifes, you know, but nothing you can fish with. Okay. Let's go try a little further in this direction just for fun. Definitely a different part where I'm at, and that's less action. You don't usually need to go that far. Let's go back. Let's back up this way. You don't usually have to be so far in. I'm gonna let this wave come back, and right here. Shake it out, and nothing. But that's the system. Pretty simple. Like I say, the teeth on this is great. This is a straight handle. The better ones have the curve handle if you're taller or worried about your back. So hopefully we get some later or try at night. Oh, we got a monster one. I just tried a different spot. Oh, that's so cool. This guy's a toad. I mean, this is a gigantic one here. He's got a baby with him. But that is what you're after right there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, that's a big one. That's a big one. So we're gonna fish with this one. Wow. Yeah, yes, sir. That'll work. That's a toad. Look at the size of this thing. I mean, it's almost too big. Pompano rig. Pretty straightforward here, guys. Just what you would think. I'm gonna go through the bottom side and then out the shell, but kind of slowly. He's not happy with me. So I'm just gonna go right through, kind of slow, and out the shell. And that is how you bait a sand flea, and he's just an absolute monster. And now I sort of think I might catch something. This one is still rocking a piece of shrimp and fish bite, so we'll leave that. But look at that meal. Look at the size of that sand flea. That's a good one. We're gonna see if this gets it done. Hey, one good thing though, I mean, it's not a bad life. And it's a pretty good gig here. As I'm waiting for these poles to bend. I'm 3 for 3 on this trip. It's still early February, and I have had 3 bites and I have landed 3 sharks. So 3 bites and 3 fish. I mean, these bonnet heads have been committing. I mean, you know it. It is not the tap, tap, tap of a whiting or pompano. The rod bends double and you have a bonnie on. So, I mean, I'll give myself that. I haven't been skunked yet. except for today could be a skunk, but I haven't been skunked yet, and I've had 3 bites and landed 3 fish, and they've all been sharks, so that's actually kind of fun. So I can't complain too much, but would love these table fish to come through and just fish the small fish that you can, you know, clean and eat and cook. I know you can eat a bonnet head. I could have legally kept and killed the bonnet heads, but it's sort of like the black tips. I just don't want to take the time to clean those and bleed them out. It's just not my skill set and not something I want to do. So we're just waiting for today was hopefully going to be whiting and maybe a lucky red or a lucky pompano, but we'll see what plays out. Eventually these whiting are going to turn on and they're going to come through here. And those of you guys that have done this, I mean, sometimes it's every cast when they're in the area with shrimp and the fish bites and fish gums. So, you know, we're gonna see if we just get a couple today. For me personally, I want the whiting to be about 10 to 12 inches to make it worth my time to clean them and eat them. So would love to get a whiting big enough to clean and eat. And if they're too small, we'll keep them for bait. All right. First bite. Is he there? Yeah, he's there. So bonnet head shark is the only thing that's been happening, and I'm hoping this is a whiting. Very, very curious as to what this is. Would love to have the first whiting of the trip and something I can eat. But there, he's got a little fight. But bonnet head shark is the only thing that's been biting. And oh, I think I got another bonnie. I mean, still a fish, but it's the only thing biting. Yep. Another bonnet head shark. We'll drag him up. You can keep this guy legally and eat him, but I don't mess with it, like I was saying, so we'll let this guy go. And this is the only fish that's biting in this part of Florida, so we'll take him. Bleeding. These guys have been choking it, but they are cool. They are really cool looking. There's really nowhere these guys can get you, but they're cool. I could keep this one, but I am not going to. But it was fun. Thanks for playing the game. See if I can help him get started. Come on, buddy. He's hurting. He's hurting, but I think there he goes. There he goes. There he goes. Hopefully he lives. See you, bud. All right, gonna wrap this one up with my dog Belle. That's Belle right there. And so we always say on this channel, fish for what's biting, and the bonnet-head shark is what's biting. I mean, I've talked to everyone in this part of the Florida Panhandle and gone to the tackle shop, and nobody's doing anything except the bonnet-head sharks. And it's so crazy that bonnet-head sharks are taking shrimp on a pompano rig, but we don't have the whiting here yet. We don't have the pompano here yet. One stray bull red was caught, and that's always fun. I've caught one, but redfish, black drum not being caught, so the shark bite's where it's at. On the flip side, on the positive, I've had 4 bites in my 3 days fishing here. I've had 4 bites, and I've landed all 4 fish, and they've all 4 been sharks, which is kind of cool. Those little bonnet heads are fun, so we're gonna fish for what's biting. And tomorrow, I never did drop bait via kayak today. I just didn't feel like it. It's a lot of work, and the waves kind of got a little bigger, so we'll go tomorrow. Even if the waves are borderline, I'll drop bait tomorrow, because the shark bite, the 6-foot shark bite, is better than the whiting bite right now and the pompano bite, and I've seen that before. So that's going to be the plan, is drop the bait via kayak tomorrow and show you guys another massive shark. I do really well with that. So Belle and I will catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching.